Here's my Twitter and Periscope. It's Life Coach Leah with no H because they have a limit of how many letters to go. Okay. Hi Jamila, how are you? Hi More73. Hi everybody that came on. A bliss list is something similar to a bucket list. You just do it when you're trying to find your purpose, when you're trying to figure out what you really care about and what you love. So I thought I'd come on here and share my bliss list. And if anybody thinks that anyone should hear this, please go ahead and share this with people. And I left my contact information at the beginning of this scope, so you do not have to listen to the whole entire thing. If you just got on right now, you can go back and watch the replay, and you'll get my information at the very beginning, okay? So do not worry, all right? Okay, so my name is Leah. I'm a life coach. I'm from California. I have a background in drug and alcohol counseling, and today I'm going to be talking about following your bliss list. A bliss list is something similar to a bucket list, but it is not, you do not get it out of the closet when you have a bad medical issue or when you're at the end of life. You want to follow your bliss list like every day. Every day. And you're following your bliss list helps you to get where you need to be. It helps you see who you need to see, talk to who you need to talk to, hear what you need to hear. It puts you on your path of what you're supposed to do and what messages you're supposed to get at the time that you're supposed to get them. So it's very important that you stay in tune with yourself. And a lot of people think it's a little selfish to kind of think of yourself, but you gotta know that you come first so that you can take care of everyone else. Because if you're not at your best, you're not gonna be able to give the people around you your best. So following your bliss list is just you sticking to you. It's just basically you doing you, you know, and not feeling bad about it, okay? Because you got to take care of you, and you want to make sure your energy, your time, your money is going to the right places. And that's hard to do because you get caught up in other people's issues and what they feel is important and what you can do and what limits you. So I start with a bliss list so I can see where my client really is, what they really care about. And when I did my bliss list, it blew me away because I feel like I'm very in tune with myself and that I kind of know what I want and what I don't want. But what I found is when I did my bliss list, I didn't let nothing on my bliss list that didn't make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. So if it didn't make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, it didn't go on my bliss list. So there were a few things that I was kind of focusing on that I thought I wanted and I didn't really want. You know, because when I said it aloud or went to write it, I didn't get the warm and fuzzy feeling like I got on other things. And then there were things that I wasn't quite aware that I wanted to do or that I found bliss in it. And what came of that is that I could reshift things. I can shift my energy around, because if I'm giving energy to things that I'm just kind of doing or I just kind of like a little bit, you know, that's taking energy from what really makes me happy, you know. So this is a win-win situation, guys. Hi, Q-Loop-C. I got to say hi to her. I love her. She is my heart. I hope you had a good day. If you just got on Q-Loop-C, I think your name is Claudia. Aw, thank you, Jamila. I appreciate that. If you just got on, I'm talking about a bliss list. It's something similar to a bucket list. You put it on, and whatever goes on your bliss list, you have to feel warm and fuzzy inside about it. It has to make you tingle. So I was going to get on here and share my bliss list. And I also said that a few things came up where I wasn't expecting it. I didn't know it made me feel happy to want to do these things. And doing this bliss list allowed me to kind of just, you know, focus on what I really wanted to focus on. So now I'm going to turn on my bliss list and we'll go through. Okay, so follow your bliss list. Hi, Devin. How are you? Okay, so I'm definitely doing my bliss list. It's like a bucket list, but you do it when you're just trying to find your purpose. And I think the bliss list is for everybody because you want to do you and take care of you so that you can get the messages that you need to get, be where you need to be, hear what you need to hear, do what you need to do. So my first one on here is go to Africa. You know, I've never been to Africa, so I would love to go to Africa. I think it's an amazing place. My second one is speak to 1 million people. I would like to speak for 1 million people. I pray all the time, So I'm praying for everyone out there. Go to Italy, go to New York, go to Dubai, go to Fiji, go to Bali, Hawaii, go on a cruise. I'm in my adult stage, right? And speaking to 1 million people. I hope so, Jamila, and that's why I love this platform so much. I don't speak to people, I don't count the people I speak to. I just thought that was a big number to me. At the time when I wrote it on there, it seemed like a huge number to me. So, and definitely Periscope wasn't around. I probably had like 29 followers on my platform. So I don't count them, but that seemed like a good number for me to reach, and it seemed like I felt like if I put it on there, I would really accomplish it. So I don't really count them. So another one was build a house, write a book, complete a parent's legacy. You guys don't know what that is, but I know what it is. I would like to have a massage somewhere spectacular. So it went from like something super serious, religious, traveling, and to something like a massage. But I want it to be somewhere just breathtaking, just to where I can just remember that moment, and I can just, that is my little piece of heaven, and I go to that place whenever I need to. So that's what that is. Be a waitress. I don't know if that's going to be on anybody else's Bliss list, but it is on mine because I just love to be of service. I really, really, really do, and it just makes me feel really good whenever I'm helping somebody do something that they truly want to do. I love helping people. So being a waitress, I've always had that thought. I've never had the opportunity, so I want to go and do it. Release an album. Okay, look, I can't sing to save my life, okay? I cannot sing to save my life, but I have always been drawn to spoken word. So I thought about maybe doing like a spoken word album. I want to do an album, can't sing. That is very funny. But I mean, like, even now, I'm warm and fuzzy just thinking about it, you know? And I want to write a book of spoken word, perform spoken word. I have this great screenplay about Griffith Park. It's a park out here in California where there's a lot of things found out there. So I want to write like a little creepy movie. Who knew? Who knew? I got an eHarmony screenplay in me. Travel in a custom RV. Do I really? Okay. I'm so nervous whenever I think about that. Like, I'll write it and then I'll get up to try and do it, and I can't even get through it. But I want to change that. Travel at will. You know, not just to travel, but to travel, you know, at the drop of the dime, you know, when I want to go out. The next one after that is marry Ryan. That is my boyfriend's name at the time. Shout out to Ryan. I would like to have twins. Who knew? Who knew? Play the piano, play the guitar, eat only foods that nourish my body, and time with someone I love every single day. Okay, so I did not read that list before I even put it on public blast, so I'm really putting myself out there, and I think that list, I'm working on that list every single day. And to see that list, all it meant to me, each one of those things were just a time spell for me, a dollar amount that I can work towards. And that's the way I see it now. Instead of all jumbled in my head, all jumbled in my thoughts, and just, you know, getting pushed back by the little things. And now I can put it on the forefront, and I can start doing what I really want to do. And I can get to where I really want to get to, you know. So I would like to know if there's anyone on there that would like to share what would be on your Bliss list. What's something that would be on your Bliss list? Ask me something about my Bliss list. You can ask me to elaborate. You can ask me why, or you can tell me if you went to any of the places or done any of the things on my Bliss list, you know, and just let me know what would be on your Bliss list. Yeah, and you're not dying, you know, you're living. Oh, that would be nice, Kayla. I would like to hear what's on your Bliss list. But I mean, even if you haven't done one, hi, Jen Much. Even if you've never done a Bliss list, just looking at all the things that are on my Bliss list, travel at will, I'm working towards that. That's a nice one. I knew what you meant, Jen Much. Just no bad, nothing at all. What's on, even if you don't have one, just from the examples that I gave, what would be on your Bliss list to do, you know, not before you die, but so you live, you know? What makes you feel alive? And what gives you that warm and fuzzy feeling while you're here, you know? And it's not a countdown, you know? Because you have to know what you want in order to get anywhere. And I think a lot of us go by and we just take what's given and how it goes, and we just do what we can. And I know that there's nothing wrong with that. Ghana and Africa, I would like to visit Ghana.